How's it going, everyone? Thanks again for clicking on one of my videos. Means a lot to me. I'm gonna start this video up a little differently. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. It helps out a lot. I just hit 200 in a month, which is, in my mind, crazy. I'm gonna apologize already. There's not gonna be too much in this video. Obviously, we had the holidays and everything, and it was my wife's birthday this weekend. And yes, weekend, not just the day. So that kind of put a damper on what I could get done. And honestly, I was just beat whenever we got home. Layout. We went to Jim Thorpe, PA. Got to ride the train that went up there. That was pretty good. I'll put some pictures in if I'm tech savvy enough on this. If not, just take my word. I wanted to make a video of that while we were there. Naturally, it was the car full of screaming children, and someone even brought a dog on there. So it was a video full of screaming kids and a dog barking. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to watch that. Rambling. Shut up. Back to the layout. So like I said, not much took place. If you're keen and you've been watching the videos for a couple episodes now, you'll notice that I put a little black backdrop in there, a little black tarp. Just to, I don't know, in my mind, look at it and think, yep, that's a tunnel. It's literally the same as this. It's black fabric I got from Michael's. It's dirt cheap. It was on sale. Bought like 100 feet of it. I think I paid 30 bucks for it. So I still got plenty left over. I worked on that tunnel portal a little bit right there. I mentioned in the last video that I was thinking about lowering it. And I had a bunch of you saying, yeah, sure, lower it if you don't want to end up buying any type of cars in the future. So I thought about that, and you're right. Because right now the height is 6 inches from the top of the rail to the top of the inside portal. From what I've found on like the O-Gauge forums, that's ideal. That's what you would want if I'm going to run like auto racks. I said I wasn't going to run that. I said I wasn't going to run any like the intermodal stuff either, but you guys are probably right. I might buy that in the future. So thank you. See, input. I need that. I would have just done it and then regretted it later, maybe. But it's a 6-inch tunnel portal right there inside. It looks good enough for me. I wish I would be able to make it tighter, but you're right. I don't want to run into clearance issues. My little chooch right there, it's not very tall. It's just a Lionel starter set. It fits perfectly. It's actually kind of small. Obviously it's not scale, but I'm really hoping by Christmas to, I really want to pick up at least 2 engines so you guys don't have to stare at this cheap little Lionel Legacy or Lion Chief set. That's the plan. We'll find out. Also, I made an Instagram for this page. Feel free to follow it. I'm not going to force you on there. I might end up putting pictures from the Jim Thorpe thing that we went to today. So if you want to see that, feel free. I'm not going to force you. But upper loop. We saw in the last video, I installed the upper loop. I ended up trimming those little supports. The whole platform was like 9 inches tall, and I trimmed it about 1 inch, I think. So it's a little lower than the tunnel portal itself. I just thought it was weird if there was a train sitting right there, that it would look like it's freaking flying in the sky compared to everything else on the lower level. And I kind of want to even lower it more. I just don't think it needs to be that high. And I will be buying a bridge that'll span, I think 40 inches, but we'll find out. But the main part of this update is I started working on the right side of the upper loop. And there seems to be some confusion in the comments. People are saying, are you crazy? There's no way you can put any sort of gradient from this level to up there. That's just going to be its own loop. It's not going to come down. I really wanted it to connect to the lower levels, but with the layout that I have and what I want to do, it's not going to work out. So I do appreciate that. Thanks for looking out for me. You know, that's what I need. But I don't think for this layout I'm going to have it connected to anything. Someone mentioned actually putting a lower level, like some sort of subway around the table. Love the idea. Originally when I planned this layout in AnyRail 6, that's the software I use, I did have a lower level around. But when I was building the table, I just started shoving crap under there. So now it's a storage unit. Hopefully when I get more progress done on this and I can move a bunch of that crap out, because right now it's offcuts of wood, plywood, and foam sitting under there. And then once I can, you know, continue work on this, get it where I want it to, pull all that crap out, and then maybe start on a lower level. I like the idea. I'm not getting rid of that idea, but time will tell. So, like I said, here's the upper level. This video is just going to be me talking about problems. Another reason why I never really got much done lately or any real updates. I'm kind of at a roadblock. I knew it was going to happen at some point and I'm at it now. I like that upper loop over there. I feel it's a good size. This one over here, because my switch, my middle table switch to go, you know, inside loop and these little sidings, it's not in the center of the table. And I did that on purpose, which I knew was probably going to screw me later, just so I could have a nice little siding right here that didn't go into the mountain. And I wanted this one to just go into the mountain. It was supposed to be like a coal mining operation. Obviously it's doing that, but it's doing that at too sharp of an angle. I don't know if I'll be able to show that accurately for you, but I just wish that switch was back a little farther. And I know I could pop that up, and I think it's a 4-inch piece right there in between those two, but I don't really want to put like 2 3/4 inches and shimmy something around the turn just to get that to fit. So what I was thinking, the roadblock I'm at is also this upper loop is an exact cutout copy of that one. So obviously you can see that black Sharpie line. I'm thinking about cutting this and getting rid of all of that, because another issue I'm running into is the tunnel portal that's right there does not fit right there. It pretty much sits on top of that switch, and if I want it to not sit on that, it's going to have to sit about here. And I just feel like that's a really wide tunnel, and a switch going into a tunnel I don't know, doesn't make sense. Because I wanted part of this track to be visible and then go into the mountain. So what I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure, is just trim. I'm going to trim out that Sharpie area, put it back down on the table, see how it looks. Maybe I'll be happy with it. But if you watch Country Bunkers Trains, you'll notice on his right side of the table, upper loop, there's obviously a curve that comes out, comes over, and he has a little a little girder bridge around the edge of it right there, and then continues on. So I think I'm going to, I hate to say it, but steal his idea, whatever you want to call it. But I think that's going to work out best for what I need right now. Just because that lower siding is it's too far in. So I'm pretty sure I might even cut past that black Sharpie and have this sticking off and have that little girder siding even on the inside, and then connect back to the mountain and then travel all the way across. And if you're not familiar, this is 036 up top. I wanted to keep it 036. I don't have anything on here that's less than 036, but I'm worried I might have to do 031 for that side, just so I can make that mountain area platform smaller. I don't know. I'm really trying to think of it. I might even just try to copy all this, put it on AnyRail 6 and see what kind of platform I need. Like what size-wise, what tunnels I can fit where. Great platform, by the way. I might make a video on how to use it if you're not familiar or if you're on the fence. It's 60 bucks, I think it was. Well worth it. I did not want to spend that money. I bought it and here I am. I made so many little layouts in there that obviously never came to fruition, but it's fun. It's satisfying, especially if you have it on your work computer. Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, another issue I'm running into obviously is where to put this tunnel portal. So that one is actually the one I just stole from over there, just trying to mock it up and see how it fits. And obviously it doesn't. So if I put it flat, that side of the tunnel portal obviously is hitting the track. So I'm gonna have to swing it out a bit to about, I'd say there-ish. So I'm gonna have to cut out a piece of plywood to fit in that little triangle gap, or whenever time comes, I might just plaster cloth. I feel like that'd be the easiest. But that's pretty much where I'm gonna have to have that portal. So, Roadblock, that's where I'm at, Roadblocks. It's kind of putting me down, and then plus this, winter in the East Coast sucks. Another little spot I'm gonna have to modify is that upper straightaway, which is essentially gonna be an embankment. I need to trim that and make it a little thinner, just so I don't have to cover up as much of that tunnel portal. But as you see, I notched it just to fit it there. So I'm gonna have to trim that, make it a little thinner. Obviously do that on the other side too. And then whatever bridge I go for, I'm gonna have to measure that, or at least see if they have the dimensions online. So that way I can not make these look awkward and then go to a fat bridge and then back to a skinny embankment, whatever. Another thing I gotta do is I gotta buy more 036 switches. I think I need just two more. Yeah, two more, a left and a right, one up there and one up there for the upper loops. And for some reason, I need more 036 curves. I thought I had a bunch of these, but apparently not. I have enough for, obviously, one little loop, and then I have two pieces that would fit on, obviously, one of these two. But I need to go buy more. Considering making a video of the stores that I shop at around here. I don't know if that'd be boring to you guys. That's kind of vlogging. And I know that's what I'm doing now, but I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. If you are, feel free to let me know in the comments. I do read them. But if you want to see where I shop at for train stuff, let me know. There's two good stores around here that I do. One does not have a website, but the store is awesome. And then the other one's actually pretty popular. A lot of people might have heard of it. White Rose Hobbies. But that's where I'm at. Still working in the dungeon down here. Got to figure out what to do for a backdrop. I don't know if I'm going to put it on this back wall or if I should build a plywood wall and then put the backdrop on that. But still trying to figure out what I want, what I got to do. I'm new to all this. So if there's a lot of glaring things to you that are, oh my God, why is this guy doing that? Why is he not doing that? Let me know, because I most likely don't. Probably just glossing over it, not even aware it's an option. Sorry I don't have anything good for you guys this week. Like I said, I gotta buy more stuff, work on the layout a little more, just to give you guys some sort of quality update. I'm still on the hunt for a camera to give you guys better, obviously, quality. I downloaded DaVinci Resolve on my computer, so I'm going to try to do some studying on editing software, make the videos look a little nicer. Yeah, I do want a new camera, just so you get a wider field of view that isn't so grainy. Because on the iPhones, when you go to like half zoom or whatever it is, wide angle, it's just really grainy. I don't like it. Other than that, not much else on the layout. Haven't really done much more ballasting. I just have this little turn in from the mountain, the front main line, and a little bit here. I wasn't sure where this portal was going to end, so I didn't finish there. But other than that, got these switches done a little bit. Not much else. Not much else. But I'll keep cracking away at this. I want to continue uploading once a week, and I want them to be better content videos. I don't want them to just be me pacing around the basement, filming this. Trains that aren't moving with no scenery, no updates. But again, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said in the beginning, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, feel free to dislike it, but tell me why. Give me that feedback. I want it. Even if it's negative, even if you're 13, you just want to say you hate me, feel free. I want that feedback. Thanks so much, especially to all of you that are subscribed. You're crazy enough to watch these videos of me just standing around here. But I appreciate you. You mean a lot. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Hopefully I have more for you in the next one.